Your girl to quit interrupting. Tell your girlfriend to quit interrupting us.
I know. So hateful. I'll go in there. I'm sorry, dear.
Jesus, that's rude. Ethan, don't you wear the pants in the family room?
She's trying to cook. So.
Oh, well, that's me. Sorry, guys.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Usually me.
That's my hoodie.
All right.
Ethan, control your woman, bro.
She's fucking hateful, man. She's been so hateful today.
I think it's not just her. I think it's everyone. Everyone's just antsy, you know?
It's the quarantine.
Yeah.
Being quarantined.
We've all been super at each other's throat.
Ivory's my wife. She's usually pretty good, but she got mad at me and threw away my frother for my coffee. I know, right? I had to buy another one. God.
That's hateful, bro.
How dare she?
All right, we're going to start recording right now. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome back to Open Mat Chat. This is episode 44 with our homie Ruben Vera. What's up, bro?
What up, guys? What up?
Hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm trying my best too.
Chilling, man. Ruben here is another gym owner out in Ohio. We've been down there quite often for open mats. My guys have been out there for seminars. What else? Your invitational. Yep. And Ruben's never been out to Georgetown.
Oh,
damn! That's why we had you on here, bro, just to burn you, bro.
Oh shit! I was like, oh, so much praise. Damn.
I build you up, bro.
We'll be out there. It's just you know how it is, man. But we'll be out there. As soon as we're done with this quarantine thing, we're gonna be out, and I'm gonna bring the crew. We'll make it official. We'll even have a day. I'll bring some brisket or something.
There you go. We're gonna have a big open mat party, bro.
Yes.
Now you're saying that on a recorded line. We're gonna hold you to that brisket.
I know, right? Maybe not brisket. Maybe tacos or something. I don't know.
You already said brisket.
I guess.
Brisket.
Can you cook it? I'll bring the meat to be prepared. How about that?
See, there you go.
We can do that.
Come down like on a Thursday, then we can have it on a Saturday.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that works. You know, I don't know how to cook brisket. Never done it.
I don't fucking know how to cook.
Lies, man. So, Ruben, I know I've been talking to a few other gym owners, man, and I mean it sucks for everybody, but the gym owners especially, man. We're like, this is our business, right? This is your full-time business, right?
Yeah, I mean, I quit my job over a year ago now, and this is it. And man, it's tough.
And you had a pretty good corporate job, or? Yeah,
I had an office job. I worked for a big company, eyeglass manufacturer, and I was at their North American headquarters. So it was nice, and I left it for jiu-jitsu, and no issues up until now.
Right? Yeah, I remember talking to you one day at your open mat. About how scary the jump is, because I had made that same jump, going from making a lot of money to opening up a gym and just being broke.
Yeah,
it's a scary feeling, and now we're kind of back at that right now. You're kind of at that feeling again.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, obviously everyone says this, but it's not really about the money for me. I mean, it's nice to get paid and do all that kind of stuff, but you get to a position to where okay, I can live off of this, or I'm making okay, maybe not corporate job money, but you're making okay money, and then this kind of stuff happens. And luckily, all my guys have been very supportive. I've had I think maybe one frozen account, and that's it, which I totally get. I told everyone, you guys want to freeze your accounts, no problems.
Right.
And my wife still has her job, so we're good to go on that end.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's a scary feeling, my G-Wagon payment, now I'm gonna have to rely on this podcast to pay for that. And
G-Wagon.
The motorcycles and stuff. And
He's home in the Camry now, so the gas
I pay Ethan's rent so he'd be a host on the open mat chat.
Yeah.
Dang. Man, I gotta be a regular on here.
It's tough, man. What are we gonna do now? You know, yeah. Most of my people still have their jobs, so they're working from home, and
Yeah.
Ethan's working from home, so he's just
Sitting at my
chilling.
work desk right now.
Right.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
think we've been impacted as far as like the members. I think maybe one person had an issue with their job, but
yeah.
like I said, no problem with me. We'll freeze things up, and then when they're ready, they can come back.
Right. Yeah. I had mostly kids that parents had to pull out for right now, so I understand.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty all around, I guess. You know, some people, actually lost their jobs and they're still waiting for unemployment. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
Almost 7 million people applied for unemployment this week.
I mean,
How
who
many?
would have?
Almost 6.6 million this week alone.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I know, right? I mean, like, what are we in now? We're in May. Are we in May? We're still in April. It's like mid-March or beginning of March, no one had any idea this kind of stuff was going to happen.
Yeah.
We're all training, and then a month later, boom, gym's gone, no training, no contact, and then people are, filing for unemployment left and right. It's nuts, man. It's really crazy, unprecedented.
Yeah.
It's very crazy. And I know you're a pretty busy dude because you teach jujitsu, right? And you're a wrestling coach.
Yeah, I am, depending on how you look at the situation.
Yeah.
But
If we get through apocalypse, you'll still be a coach.
what was that?
If we get through the apocalypse, you'll still be a wrestling coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, so
jiu-jitsu, wrestling, only coach at my gym too. That's the other. Well, I've got a wrestling coach that covers for me for my adult classes,
Right.
but flying solo. Plus, I'm dad.
Yeah. And that's what I would say. Plus, your kiddos are involved in jujitsu and wrestling, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because they compete at both.
that's right, man. That's
Yeah,
right.
so because I would see you, cornering your adults and cornering your girls, and then the next day you have like to be at a wrestling tournament. So I'd see you're at a jiu-jitsu tournament Saturday and wrestling on Sunday usually.
Yeah, that's usually how it is, and it's good. I mean, like right now, I really miss that. During it's like, oh man, why can't season end? But as soon as it's done or you don't have it, you miss it like crazy. Like it's just being around the environment, like even the smell of the mats, like the wrestling mats, and just the energy from the parents, and like getting towards the end of the day and seeing the high level kids go on. Like I miss all of that right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, and it's another thing that I think that maybe you have some newer guys, like our white belts and stuff. This is like their first time, they got addicted to jiu-jitsu, and this is their first time with a time off. And like a lot of us that have been around it for a while, we've had 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month off of injury, and it sucks. And you're like, oh, I can't go to the gym. And these guys are feeling that without an injury. So I know it's driving them crazy.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, think about it. Like, so these guys, I understand, like, because I have, some that are messaging me like, man, I didn't think I would miss it this much. Like, this is crazy. And I was like, yeah, now some of us that have been doing it, 10, 20 years, that's our feeling.
Yeah. Take a month off, you're itching to get back. Like I had my leg injury and my back injury to where that took me out for like almost 2 full months, and I was dying, right? But at least I was like, I got to take care of my back. I'm 33. I'm not old, but I'm 33. It's like harder to recover, so I got to take time off. But now it's like these guys are all getting all this time off, and they have no choice. Even if you want to, you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when I've been injured, like I've not taken time off. I've still gone to the gym. I've still gotten limited, with limited mobility rolls in. But this whole time we're going on 3 weeks now, 4 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, we're about to hit a month.
Pacing out in the living room, just mean mugging the neighbors. It's killing me.
I told you to cut your grass, Bill.
Exactly, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm rolling a lot with little man and with the wife and stuff, and you know, I'm getting a sweat in at least because it's upstairs and it's hot, but it's nothing like being at the gym. You know, I still go to the gym and clean it and stuff, and I'm just sitting there, just looking around. I put up the big roll up doors, just look sad. I let the leaves blow in so I could have something to clean up. It's sad.
Yeah. I mean, like with me, it's we do like an online type of situation, like most gyms are doing, right? And I'll get my sweat going, but it's 100% different doing burpees, like endless amount of burpees,
Mhm.
and getting your leg ripped off by fucking Sandro if he's fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Right.
completely different. It's not the same fulfilling experience. You're still tired, but it's not
Yeah.
the same, you know.
Yeah, you're not getting threatened, and
Yeah.
it's weird how you forget that feeling and you miss it, not being threatened on the mat.
It's almost like a satisfaction, you know. You can do 5 minutes of burpees and not be satisfied, but if you survive 5 minutes with the black belt and you're like, "Woo, oh
Yeah.
fuck," you know, that was nice, but it's
Well,
not, you know.
what black belt do you survive 5 minutes with?
Yeah,
Dude,
Every black belt,
that's so weird. This fake news, everyone. This is crazy.
black belt.
you just got a brown belt, right? Didn't you get it like 6 months ago, 5 months ago, maybe less?
Back in December, so
Like
Yeah.
around 5 months.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah. I think I said congrats online, but obviously it's different.
Probably.
Congrats.
yeah.
now.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're always, I talk to all these guys, everybody all the time. Having the podcast is just kind of nice because I could just chat with my friends and record it, let other people listen to our bullshit.
Yeah.
Did you have any plans to compete or any tournaments you were looking forward to before this closed down?
I just got my IBJJF card. Like I
Same.
just got it, and I was I had a couple things planned out. My back feels good, right? Like I think 2 weeks before Keith came out, where I was actually training, maybe like a week and a half, and I felt pretty good. Keith came out, and it was fun. I rolled with Sandro. Like I had an opportunity to roll with him and move around. And dude, that guy's nothing but good things about saying about that guy. He's so smooth, so nice, so nice.
Also, yeah.
But I was thinking, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a couple Nogi tournaments, see what's coming up. I think Detroit was around the corner.
I mean, you have Detroit. We were getting ready for that.
Yeah.
This weekend or next weekend.
Damn, that's crazy. I would have had like maybe like a month of preparation.
Yeah.
And now we're here. But that was the plan. Detroit, and then maybe do like Pans and then Worlds, and then jump in there. I haven't done any IBJJF stuff since I was a blue belt.
Right.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah, it was the same thing. We were all getting ready for Detroit, no-gi, and gi. So me and Sandro, we were getting ready, training every day at noon. And this would have been my first tournament in like 5 years.
Damn.
I
That's a
was looking
while.
forward. Yeah, so I wanted to do those for warm-ups, and then I wanted to do Master Worlds, so hopefully.
What are you, Master 2?
Yeah. I might be Master 3 now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm getting close to Master 2. Master 2 is
Yeah.
35, right?
Yeah, I'm 40, so.
Next year, I think. Next year. Damn. Crazy.
But yeah, so we were getting ready for this, and so Ethan was going to compete there. I think we had probably 12 people we were going to go to Detroit with.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And Little Man was going to compete. It would have been this weekend in Chicago or last weekend in Chicago. And he was bummed about that got canceled, all his soccer's been canceled, so he's itching for I roll with him every day, but he's like, Dad, I need to compete. I need a soccer tournament. I need to compete.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see that because he's never experienced anything like this where, no, you can't, And so watching a kid go through this, like his little withdrawals, and like we're outside every day playing soccer, and we're grappling. It's just not the same for him.
Yeah. That's rough. That's rough.
It's
And
rough.
the girls, I think both of my girls are doing okay now, but they do ask, like, when are we going to go back to wrestling? Like, they missed out. My oldest, she qualified for boys state, and she asked me, like, hey, are they going to do boys state like every 3 days or so? I'm like, well, I don't know, and it's a bummer for her. So I don't know if she's like misses it. I don't know what her thought process behind it, but she does ask about it like every couple of days.
Right. Yeah, it's like the kids. Do they understand how old are your girls?
9 and 7.
Nice. So they understand what's going on.
Yeah, the
To an
older one
extent.
does. The little one is kind of like, I mean, she gets it that there's something called the coronavirus out there, but she's like, why can't I go outside? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? So the older one gets it though.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's how my son gets it. And he was trying to explain to the 5 and 2-year-old, and they came down wearing these pretend masks they made. And I'm like, what are you girls doing? Because I didn't tell them nothing, I'm like, what are you girls doing? Like, Bobby said there's a virus that's going to get us if we don't wear this. Oh, my God. He's upstairs scaring the crap out of these girls.
Getting his dirty underwear. Put on this mask.
Being a big brother.
Yeah, right? That's exactly what he's doing, being a big brother.
Yeah, so hey, that was another question I was actually gonna tag IBJF and ask if they're gonna extend our licenses.
I mean, they should.
Ethan don't think they'll do it, but
No, of course they're not. I mean, they're not going to do anything. Like, when has there been a situation that IBJJF has like done something that was not going to help in a monetary way? Like, never.
I know
It's all about money.
it would be nice if they did though. But yeah, I feel you on that. Did you guys end up going to the Arnold's?
Yeah, we went. I took. Who did I have? I had my wife. She actually got injured that day. I had my 2 Russians, Amina and Adilet. I had Ramon, and I took 4 kids, something like that. Kids did well. Ivory got injured. Amina and Adilet murdered a bunch of people, which was great. And then
what happened to Ivory?
She rolled her ankle on a takedown. It was really weird. She went in for a shot, and somehow, some way, like her ankle got caught. And I gotta give her props though, because like in the match, I knew something was off, but she wanted to keep moving and rolling, and she was not going to stop. And then I saw her I'm like, all right, close up, fix your half guard. And when I told her that, like I could see that when she was trying to lock up her half, like her foot was just kind of like, and I'm like, damn, but she didn't stop. And I was like, I knew the ref, so I was like, hey, Brad, stop the match. She got hurt. And then Ivory's like, oh, was he gonna stop? Crying, pulling her off the mat.
Brad Snyder.
Yeah, Brad Snyder. That good kid, nice kid.
Yeah, he's a good ref.
Yeah, he's a good ref.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good competitor too. Like I think he's like won pretty much not everything, but a lot of things at Purple.
Right. Yeah, they come from a good gym.
Yeah, I mean, I went to visit BJ's right when I opened my gym, when all that nonsense was going on with me, and they've got a lot of good guys, man. Tyler's really good too. Have you ever rolled with Tyler Buchner? Dude, that kid's very good, super tough.
What belt's he?
He's a black belt now, but I guess he's been training since he was a baby or something like that. I don't know, but he's very, very good. Like very technical, very smooth as far as like his movements go. Very strong and athletic as well, flexible. Dude, it checks off all the boxes and super nice, which is always a plus,
Right. Yeah, I mean, what'd you say?
That's the worst. I expect like these bad motherfuckers to be just absolute assholes, and then like they rip your arm off, and then they're super humble and nice about it. And you're like, "Fucking get out of here!"
You're like, why can't you be a piece of shit that can hate you?
Spit on me,
man. That's what's nice about jiu-jitsu, man. Because jiu-jitsu, you're more you're welcomed, at gyms, most gyms,
Yeah.
So it's a lot different, man. Jiu-jitsu, you could be like, hey, man, I'm in town. Can I stop by your gym? And most time people are like, yeah, sure, come on now.
Yeah.
Now there's a few gyms.
I don't think I've ever had a situation where I was told no. Once in Florida, when I was out there for work, I got told by one gym. It was like more traditional school, and they're like, yeah, no. But aside from that, everyone's pretty cool. I feel like a lot of times it's mostly the more like hardcore traditional schools, like super gi oriented, super Gracie jiu-jitsu style, they're gonna be like, let's keep our secrets, which there are none, but they always kind of feel that way. Everyone else, new school gyms are a little bit, they're a lot more lax,
Yeah.
10th Planet gyms are always welcoming, and then they want to go out and eat and have some pizza afterwards.
Hell yeah.
So
it's funny too, because like I come from like the Hoyler lineage. Like Clever got his black belt from Hoyler, and for a long time, just because you get influenced by your black belt, you start thinking kind of how they think, meaning like the 10th Planet stuff was not good for me, right? So I used to think that a lot, and then I had an opportunity to cross train.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, let's go, let's do it. A bunch of guys with me, and it totally changed your perspective. I think it was like purple or brown. I can't remember which one, but it was around that timeline. And I got introduced to Casey Halstead, who owns like 8 gyms, super good guy, and changed my perspective of all that stuff. And I started cross training all the time from there on out.
Yeah, let's start. Let's start with what got you started in jiu-jitsu, or was it MMA first, or?
Pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So it was pro wrestling.
What's up with the walkouts, huh?
Dude, I love pro wrestling. Pro wrestling, and it kind of went from like in blood sport, and that got me interested in Pride, because Pride was basically blood sport. Like if you look at it, it really was. And then UFC. So I used to like all the characters and all that kind of stuff. It was like I wanted to be one of them. And then I had a big affinity for Street Fighter, which is basically blood sport in a video game form. And I started following MMA, and then I got involved in wrestling, and I wrestled in high school and in junior college. And in junior college, I met a guy that was doing MMA. He needed some help with a fight, and he asked me to come down and be the wrestler. And I got the snot kicked out of me a bunch of times in a row.
This is California, right?
This is in Cali. I was born and raised in California, in Huntington Beach, Westminster area. And I was there the whole time, and I got my butt kicked. I was like, I got to try it. And then I tried it. I tried MMA, and it was fun. And I won my first fight, and I lost pretty much everything after that. But I tried MMA first, and then from MMA, I figured out that I don't like getting punched in the face, and I like the jiu-jitsu aspect of it. And I went on to do jiu-jitsu.
That's pretty dope, man. What year was that?
So 04, 05. So I think I fought in 05 or 06 for my first fight. And then I started doing jiu-jitsu with Kleber in 06. But before that, like I trained with Nam Fan. He's the guy that I was helping out for a fight.
Oh, yeah.
And then he kind of got focused on his career. And he went to go train with Sub Fighter, which is a gym down in SoCal. And when he did that, the place where we were training at, which is actually the wrestling room in junior college, Golden West College, we stopped doing that. And I went with Alon Goas, and I trained with him for like a month. And it just wasn't the right fit, And then I went to coach wrestling and for like a year without doing anything. And then I trained jiu-jitsu full time with Clever.
Nice, man. You've been at it for a while.
Little bit. Yeah. I've been blessed because Clever has a pretty good name down there, and a lot of cool guys have stopped by, a lot of good guys.
Yeah.
And Huntington Beach is kind of like a hotbed for MMA. So we've got a lot of people that would come in and cross train. A lot of good opportunities that were provided to me.
How was the tournament scene in
Murderers.
SoCal?
Murderers everywhere. It's
Did you guys have what you have? Best of the West?
Dude, Best of the West. You know what Best of the West? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to a Best of the West, I think like 2003 maybe.
Damn, yeah. So when I started on the mat was kind of starting to like get its peak, and then it started to taper off tournament-wise, like might be my second year in. But I did a Best of the West. I used to work their tournament, so I forgot what they were all called, but I did Best of the West for sure 2 times. What else do we have? Grappling X, Grappling Industries, Extreme Grappling Challenge, I think was another one. And then obviously you got Naga that would be in Vegas, and Grappler's Quest that would be in Vegas too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of tournaments back home, but Grappling X is one that I did a bit. And then a bunch of random ones, like Vulcan did some. I did a Vulcan one, and I took like a place in that one, won an upper belt. And then I did a handful of IBJJFs as well.
Yeah, I did a few Grapplers Quest out there in Vegas.
Yeah, those were like where all the big time names would come out.
Yeah.
Anything in Vegas, really. You get a lot of big names.
Yeah, that tournament kind of reminded me of wrestling too, because they did skin checks and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You get in your underwear and they check your skin, make sure you don't have ringworm or MRSA or anything.
Which is nice. Yeah. I wish a lot of other tournaments would do that here, but
yeah. It should be a real.
Well, you know what it comes down to,
Yeah.
I would do it, but like whenever I do a tournament, it's like a one-man show. I do the weigh-ins, I do the check-ins, I do the brackets. Right. My wife helps me a little bit, but a lot of things going on. Maybe if I charge more money, I could hire some people, but I want to keep it at that low price point.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's what people always ask me. When are you going to have another UGI? When are you going to have another invitational? So I've slowed down on them because, man, we're busy. Like, my guys compete, every month I'm somewhere. Between the kids competing and my adults competing, we're all over the place. And then April was going to be me starting to compete. When I start to compete, as long as I'm healthy, I try to compete as often as possible. My goal is just to do good at Masters Worlds, so I was going to try to do whatever I could until then.
It's going to be tough, man, because like people talk down on Masters. I don't think they do it intentionally, but like, oh, it's Masters, it's older guys. Mm-hmm. Bro, have you looked at the Masters brackets the past 3 years? Like, you get all the like Sanji, oh, okay. Megaton, oh, okay. Like
Vitor,
Vitor, who's like just north of me, like, oh, okay. It's a bunch of killers now. It's not what it was 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And even then it was tough. But now you get a bunch of bad motherfuckers, bad old school meat and potatoes jiu-jitsu. I'm going to throw you, I'm going to knee slice, and I'm going to make you feel every ounce of fucking weight that I got,
Right. And it's guys that have been training for 15 plus years.
Oh, yeah.
So, they got the experience too, Yeah.
Imagine if you have one of those guys that was like training when they were a kid up until they were a master. Can you just That's dumb. Going against Clever, like
I mean, like Vinny could do masters.
Yeah, Vinny Magalesh. What is he, 30, 35?
Yeah, 33 or 34,
he's going on 40, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Yes.
Is he that old?
Yes.
The beauty of the internet, right?
That's what Ethan's my Jamie.
7.
Damn.
That's ridiculous, yeah. Yeah. He's 35. July 2nd, 84. 35.
He's only 35?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Dude, he was a young buck when he started, bro.
Yeah. And Vinny's one of those guys, that I love watching compete. Like anytime he competes, it's gonna be a show. Good technique, goes for the kill, right? And like a lot of times when he gets caught in weird stuff or like get caught in like deep submissions, he's gonna fight till the end. Like him and Verdum in the armbar, right? That's a memorable 80cc moment. That one, I remember he was in a deep heel hook. I can't remember with who. I think it might have been with Gary Tonin. I can't remember, but he was in a deep heel hook and just like stone face.
With Gordon Ryan.
Oh,
Gordon Ryan at ACB.
Yeah.
Stupid, dude. That guy's always fun to watch.
After that Verdum match, he fought like 2 weeks after that too.
That's ridiculous.
Savage.
Yeah.
You guys have any MMA fighters at your gym?
I have one guy that came to me, and he wants to do an amateur fight, and he's like, "Oh, I've got, I know there's an event in April, which is not going to happen anymore, but he signed up in like December maybe. He's like, I want to fight in April. This is what I got planned. He did some striking somewhere else, so I would have helped him with that. He's doing all right. He's a tough kid, but no one really that's super serious in that. And I tell all my guys, I'm like, if you want to fight like professionally, bare minimum blue belt, like you have to train for like 2-3 years plus in just jujitsu,
Right.
and then from there on out, whatever. But I tell all of them that. Like I've got a couple other guys that I've kind of like asked casually, but I think that's the minimum. You can't go in there without a blue belt. You get wrecked, you know.
No.
Yeah, the fight scene's a lot different than 10 years ago. You know, everyone trains now.
Yeah.
I think it's I mean, I don't know. I've only been to a couple events here in the Ohio and Kentucky area. I think it's not as deep as it is back home.
Right.
Back in Cali, like you're gonna get a tough out even in an amateur fight. But over here, I feel like it's a little more lax. Like they still have it kind of like in the Indian reservations, like we would back home, where like you'll get a guy that's like warming up in work boots and jorts, you know. Like every now and then you'll see something like that.
They come out with the Walmart Jordan shorts.
They're Shaq shorts.
The Shaq shorts. Not judging, just saying. They don't stay on to it.
Hanging out.
Ethan, you need to get a mic, bro. Oh God! Now he just look.
I said with the pockets hanging out and everything.
Yes.
The pockets. Oh man.
Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that. Like although I only fought 4 times, I cornered a lot of people. And I had an opportunity to corner some good shows and some local shows and Indian reservation shows. But like I've seen that, like Indian reservation shows, like by Tachi Palace or like by
I used to go there all the
area.
time.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know, you're from that area. Like you go over there and you'll see guys that are literally like smoking a cigarette before the fight, or they're legit in like their work outfit. They're going to come from work and they're going to warm up a little bit, and then they're going to get in there and just swing until someone falls down. You know, it's a different world. And a lot of times it's like guys that live on the Indian reservation, so they're just looking for some money for booze, you know?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's very true. It's crazy, man. Especially like in like the early 2000s, you know, like MMA was illegal, so you had to go to the Indian reservation.
Dude, my first fight, I want to say it was 2005. It had to have been 2005, but I fought on an Indian reservation, right? I didn't get paid. Like people don't get that. Like I didn't get paid. I got a fight of the night bonus or a performance of the night bonus type of thing where they gave me $100.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Sacramento had Indian reservations, and we used to go there 16, 17, sign up and fight. And they just like match you up right there. And afterwards you'd get coupons, like $100, $200 coupons for the casino, which we couldn't even use because we weren't even old enough.
Hey, here's a voucher.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like for gambling. Like,
Come back up here when you're 18, then you can use it.
yeah, really, I should have saved them. Hey, what do you think about this UFC card that almost happened?
Oh man, it's like it's hard to explain because you get this like big old high, like oh yeah, want to watch it, and then all of a sudden you get let down. You know, it's like one of those relationships with a girl that you think she might change or she might like finally give it up a little bit, you know, and then you get to the situation where you're getting ready to go home base and you're like, no home base. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. UFC gave me blue balls.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, this would have been the first fight that I paid for and sat home by myself and watched. I don't think I've ever done that before. Usually have somebody over.
Yeah.
Yeah. The friends,
you know.
training partners, whatever.
Yeah. And so I was like, man, I was excited. I was like, man, I'm gonna order the fights, man. I'm gonna sit back and just, you know, make the wife watch it with me a little bit. And then I had a feeling it wasn't gonna happen. And then all of a sudden it got shut down. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Disney shut it down.
The governor of California reached out to Disney and told them to reach out to ESPN to cut it. That's terrible. I mean, like, I get it. Like, everyone's worried about the virus, but man, why?
I get like, you know, because it's not just all on the UFC. You know, it comes back to ESPN and the owners of ESPN, Disney. So I understand it would have a domino effect of hatred, and I get it, but
Mhm.
I also didn't think anybody would have caught it in there.
Question for both of you: who would you have, Tony or Gaethje?
Oh, in that fight,
I would say Gaethje.
yeah, I was gonna say Tony would submit him.
I feel like Tony's been getting flashed too much. Like he takes a lot of damage,
Yeah,
and I feel like this is the fight where you know how like sometimes you'll get fighters and they'll be fighting for a while, and out of nowhere they just get old.
right.
I felt like this was gonna be the fight where he would just out of nowhere look old.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that was my thing. Was like I think Tony would have to submit him, take him, you know, get it to the ground and submit quick because if he tries to just keep coming forward on Gaethje, man, them power shots,
Yeah.
could be too much, man.
Yeah.
Almost every single one of his fights have ended in knockout, except for like one, something like that. Gaethje.
Yeah, I think so. I think that one decision WSOF. I actually cornered one of my guys at that. What's it called? World Series of Fighting at that time? Yeah, it was World Series of Fighting at that time. But I cornered one of the guys. Super nice guy. Justin is.
That's cool. On Joe Rogan today, Joe Rogan and Brendan Schaub. I don't know if you guys listened to that yet. They were talking about. Joe Rogan was telling Brendan about when Khabib and Ferguson had the face-off. And remember, he put his belt down and he was screaming something at Khabib. Joe Rogan said that Ferguson was screaming at Khabib, "Take your glasses off, face me like a man." And Ferguson was the one wearing glasses, not Khabib. So Joe Rogan's like, I don't know what's wrong with it. Like, something really wrong with that guy.
CTE, bro.
Insane.
Hey, that guy. I mean, like, he's one of those cases to where I think he's playing a little bit of a gimmick, you know, but a lot of it is like, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that whole domestic violence thing that he had with his wife, maybe like a year ago, maybe two. Like,
Yeah.
he was saying that he was going crazy, talking to himself, punching the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's bad when you're in the spotlight like that and your wife has to come out in public. You know there's something wrong. She's reaching for some help like that, which is sad, you know. And if he takes more punishment, you know, hopefully he don't go crazy.
By the way, Gaethje has 2 decisions. One against Melvin Gillard and the other one against Marcus Edwards in like his 3rd fight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Everything else was finishes. Ridiculous.
Never heard of Marcus Edwards.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, but even still there, he's almost every single one else has been finished. And if you look at Tony's last fight against Pettis is not the same level as prime Justin Gaethje. Pettis at that time. And Pettis almost knocked him out until he broke his hand.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He gets flashed a lot.
Or I guess Tony's last fight was against Cerrone. His fight before that was against Pettis and almost got knocked out in the end of the 1st round or 2nd round.
That's where Pettis' coach called the fight, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think actually, if I remember correctly, Cerrone and Ferguson, it was pretty close in the 1st round, and then Tony started to kind of take it away a little bit towards the 2nd, and it ended up being stopped by a doctor stoppage. But I remember it was like pretty close in the 1st.
Okay.
And that's when Gaethje's gonna come hard. He's gonna come real hard in the 1st and then the 2nd.
Yeah, I forgot about that fight. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got time, bro.
I know, man.
It's on the world.
What have you guys been doing to keep busy? Aside, like, obviously, we can't train, right? We can't train.
Yeah, no training.
What have you guys been doing?
Virtually choking each other, like.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. The wife and the kids, they've been, planting gardens and, doing flowers and just doing yard stuff. You know, I've been doing housework too, fixing up our spare room, fixing up the garage to a little workout room. And then we got the mat room upstairs. And then we have like the pull up bar and stuff out here in the garage. Yeah. But the kids are loving it because mom's home. So it's like summertime for them. So they get to play.
She's been doing a lot of gardening too. She's got a freaking grow up in our spare room.
A what?
Nice.
A grow operation in our spare room.
Oh.
She's a damn hippie.
Like, hey, what are those funny looking plants in there? I thought you said you just had aloe.
She's like, it's hemp. It's for my sewing class.
That's crazy. Now over here, I mean, I'm trying to learn how to use tools.
I've been watching that. I've been watching your woodwork.
Dude, I am like, you know how people say they have 2 left feet when it comes to dancing? I have 2 left hands. So I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to teach myself, and it's going okay. I built myself a couple different things like metal rack, a woodworking bench, redone the whole garage. But I'm forcing myself. Like I got to make the most out of this time. I actually had a class, not a class, but I had like a meeting with all my students, and we talked about what to do with this spare time that we've got. And that was one of the things that I told them. Like you have to have some kind of self improvement. You got time on your hands. Do something with it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I've been watching your work. It looks good, bro.
Thank you. That's because I'm putting up the good side. The bad side is facing the direction.
I saw you put up a pegboard also.
Yeah. It looks like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like one of those climbing things?
No.
For tools.
The hanging tool. Okay. Like a wrestling pegboard. Yeah. Build one of those. That's next.
I could. I mean, I feel like that's not too hard.
Yeah, that was a dope. Put one in my house. I bought a book and I started reading that. I've never done that. I've never been able to just read a book. Like my mind's always racing. So I've been doing that. And I've been studying like just audio stuff. So one day we'll get really good at this.
Dude, I haven't read a book, and this is terrible. I'm going to sound like an uneducated Neanderthal, but I haven't read a book since high school.
Dude, I never read a full book all the way through, like, especially for fun. I've never read a book for fun.
Yep.
And so that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I've never done that, and I've never done any kind of meditation. So I've been working on that.
Yeah. I always start books and get like 50 pages in and then put them down, and then I sit there on the bedside table for the next 3 years just collecting dust.
3 years.
Yeah. And it's bad because Danielle's an English teacher.
Oh my God. She's ashamed.
Yeah, she's so ashamed of me.
I think it's hard. Like, I don't have the attention span for it. I just don't. And like with everything being available in audio now, it's just so much easier to just download a book.
Yeah, that's where I've gone wrong. You know, I've done that so much that I was like, I'm gonna try to read a book because I got a lot of time on my hands, you know. So I've been doing that. I can't read for too long though, you know, because it's the thing. Towards the end, I'm just thinking of, you know, the new flyers I'm gonna make for the gym, you know, advertising here, advertising at this place. So my mind just keeps working.
I legitimately have an attention problem to where, like, even with audiobooks, like, I'm pretty good with audiobooks, but like there are so many times that I'm like in the middle of it and then I'll just start thinking about random stuff and I'll deviate. I'm pretty sure I have ADD. Everyone says they do, but I'm pretty sure I actually do. I just can't focus.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll have to re-listen to podcasts 2-3 times in a row because I'll be listening to it and then pay attention to something else and forget like the last 30-45 minutes. So I'm like, oh shit, I got no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
There's white noise in the back.
Yeah.
That's why we do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I truly believe that jiu-jitsu is one of those things that does kind of help you because you are forced to think about jujitsu when doing jujitsu. Because if your mind wanders, you're gonna get tapped. Like, you're gonna get tapped.
It's true. It keeps you busy, keeps your mind right.
100%.
Yeah. Just like woodworking, you know, that keeps you engaged.
Yeah, you don't want to lose a finger.
I think about that every time I turn on my saw.
Yeah.
100% of the time. I look at the saw and then I look at my hand. I'm like, what if I just chopped it off? Like, I've got a really weird mind. I always think about that. The other thing I think about a lot, not now, obviously, because I'm at home, but whenever I go to the mall, I always think about, like, what would happen if I just jumped off with his head first? Really weird, I know. Maybe I have CTE. I know.
Yeah.
Weird thoughts, always.
Yeah.
Then there's the people that really done it.
Yeah, but always, it's only for like a split second, then I'm done.
Crazy people out there, man. No, I don't do that.
I'm not crazy, Ruben.
I don't ever think of jumping off anything.
Yeah. Not without safety equipment, bungee cords, parachutes.
We're gonna have to send the white coats to Ruben's house.
The white coats.
You take them.
Listen, as long as I don't act on it, we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Good.
Should be.
Still alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say, like, I just think about, like, you know, someone pickpocketing me or something. He's like, I just think about jumping off the second balcony up there.
Dude, I think
What is
about
it,
that.
30 feet? Think I can land on my feet? Want to try it?
Saying it out loud sounds a lot worse than how it was in my head. Like, it's
Yeah, I can understand if you think you're like Die Hard, you know, you're jumping on the Christmas lights and swinging down, something like that.
No, but see, here's the thing. I always think in my head that I survive. I just fall, I maybe break my neck, and there you go. That's it. Maybe a paraplegic, maybe not.
So Danielle's been watching this show called 60 Days Locked Up, or The Next 60 Days, or something like that.
What is
And
it about?
people are doing like it's like a scared straight program or something, and they go to jail for 60 days.
For
And it's
fun?
just like a security guard, a stay-at-home mom, a teacher. And on one of the episodes, one of the real prisoners actually did jump off their cell block, like third floor.
Why?
Just try to end it all. She's in prison.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they didn't show her face, but they showed all the blood around her from where she
God.
landed flat on her head.
That's
It
good.
was fucked up. All the women like in the cell block were crying. The producers were like couldn't hold the camera straight because they were shaking. It was fucked up, dude.
Did she live?
On the show, she was still alive when they were carting her out. If she actually lived, I don't know.
I think
How
that's
do
the
you survive
worst.
that? How do you survive that? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was probably 25 feet, 30 feet.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't like any of that stuff where like people die, and it's kind of like people die all the time, obviously. But I mean, like videos where I can actually see people dying. Like I love horror movies. I love gory movies, but I don't like real life scenarios with that kind of stuff. It bothers me.
I love watching. I mean, I don't love it, but I mean, I will watch them all night. Live videos of people dying, but I won't watch videos of people grappling and there's a leg break or an arm break and you can hear it. I won't watch it.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up too.
But I'll
You guys
watch
remember
it.
that video with Josh LeDuc where you like broke
Yeah, we broke the dude's foot or leg or whatever.
loud as fuck too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible. You guys ever pop someone
Oh yeah.
like in competition?
Oh yeah. Quite a few.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Hey,
Like,
little man.
I've never been popped hard, just like stretch, like a long stretch. I've never been popped hard, but I hate the feeling of popping someone else.
Yeah, you can feel it through your body.
Yeah, it's got a weird reverberating feeling.
When it's like a joint or like an ankle or something, and it's just the joint, not a bone. When it's like you can feel it snapping like wood, but when it's just the joint and you feel the cartilage breaking, I don't know. It's kind of like bubble wrap.
Yeah, you do like that. Huh?
Bubble wrap in your hands. Satisfactory after all.
Yeah. Hey, so little man at Naga, he had a pretty deep omoplata on the kid, and the kid wasn't tapping, and the kid's dad and coach were yelling to the rep like, he's flexible, he's fine. I mean, he had this thing bent like almost to the mat, touching the mat, and I yelled to Isaiah to just like transfer over to an arm bar, and I meant for Isaiah to grab the arm and roll and flip the kid over for arm bar.
Yeah. Since
he had the omoplata so tight, he just belly down armbarred from there. Man, it snapped this kid's arm. Isaiah, my son, he was 9 at the time. He jumped up and he just ran to me. He's like, I felt it shake through my body. Like, he was crying, dude. He hated it. He was traumatized, bro.
Yeah,
that was his last match in no gi, and then he had gi, and he's like, Dad, do I have to do gi? I was like, no, son, you can be done. Like, yeah, I'm done for today.
I need another arm. Yes, you do.
He was like, Dad, that was so gross.
Dude, I mean, like, I remember one time I had it was a gi match, and I was passing, and I passed same side patent, like same side arm, straight to the arm bar. Like I was trying to pass one side, and then he wasn't giving me, so I just same side and fell straight to the arm bar. And he's like, it was one of those situations where like, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. And I had it, and I pulled it over my hip towards the legs, and I could just feel it go click, 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 pop, loud pop, and then all of a sudden you could just feel like the tension in the arm give. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. That was the last time that I had a good session, not a good session, a good pop like that, and it's just gross. Just gross.
Was it like one bicep or something? Or
I have no idea. I mean, I didn't talk to the guy. Like the match was done. He tapped like 2 full seconds after that, which I thought was very strange. But like he got up, his arm was done, then he went off. Like I had like 2 other matches that day, so I don't remember really what happened with the guy. But I remember distinctly that guy did not want to tap. I just don't get it. Like it was one of those situations where there was no money on the line. It was like a tournament. I paid $100. Like you paid $100. Like why? People are weird.
Yeah. I feel like if you're dead to rights on a submission, just give it up. Give it up. We're not getting paid thousands of dollars. I can't afford to get a fucking torn bicep fixed or a torn MCL fixed.
Maybe if it was EBI, $20,000 on the line.
Yeah. If there's money on the line, sure, right? But even then, it's got to be a lot of money. Like it has to be like a lot of money for me to go ahead and like just go ahead and tear off my ACL.
Right.
Yeah. If you're going to sleep, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Hopefully the referee is not an idiot and they don't let you die. But like if it's a joint, no thanks.
He's gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
Even when you're yelling at him.
My 5th ever match, I went to sleep. It was nice. I wasn't on a tap either.
That was Tennessee, right?
No, that was at your place.
Wait, so there's more than one occasion?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
No shame.
Even in practice, bro.
In practice, I mean, last time I got slept was in practice. I was like a purple belt. I get all the way to that point to where like I'm convulsing, but like consciously, you ever have that where like you're like so close that you start getting the shakes, right? I get to that point, but I haven't been put to sleep since I was like a purple belt.
I'll see.
Let go and your hands are numb.
Yeah. Your hearing's off, like it's like fuzzy, tingly, kind of weird sensation.
Yeah. And you wake up and people are like, oh man, you were only asleep for 30 seconds, Ethan. Don't worry. You're fine.
30 Hey Ethan, you almost died.
Then you leave the gym and drive into a parked car.
Happenstance. It was happenstance.
Wow.
Hit a parked truck, bro.
What he didn't tell us is he actually used to read his books all the way through. After he got choked out, then he would stop 50 pages in.
Just a little brain damage. That's all.
Jesus.
Forget.
Dude, I've gotten choked out. This one time I was at a tournament, and I think I was a purple belt maybe. I won my first match, and my second match. Do you ever get those matches where you're like, oh, I know I could beat this guy. I'm a clown on him. I don't know if you guys ever have that, but like I had that going through my head. I was a cocky little piece of shit. I go for a flying triangle, and then like as I jump, he stood upright, and my legs like latched on his shoulders, so it slingshotted me in the other like up. Dude, I flash KO'd myself. I came back when he passed my guard, but I remember just white, and all of a sudden I was on bottom, and I remember like looking around, looking at people like, oh shit, this is not good. But I flash KO'd myself before in a match. It was great. One of the greatest and worst moments ever.
Yeah, that's not good. Like the guy
match from a couple months ago. It was like in somewhere in Eastern Europe.
The Russian?
And the guy threw the flying armbar and landed on his head and broke his neck.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Dude, so with that specific one, I had my student sent me a video of that, like the Russian couple. And like she sent me the video and I was like, oh, ha ha ha. I didn't read it.
Yeah, you were making fun of it. I remember this on Facebook.
Yeah, and I laughed. I was like, ha ha ha. And then she said, oh, he no work. So I was like, oh, of course, he's sleeping. He'll be fine. A day later, right? Because this happened in Russia, I guess, and she read it, and she like was trying to tell me like he's paralyzed. A day later, I found out that happened. I was like, oh my gosh, she probably thinks I'm a fucking crazy person. Like, I felt like such a bad person after that.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. That was horrible, bro.
Yeah.
Hey man, what are your plans for when the doors open up? Like anything?
Oh man, train really hard, obviously, and I've got like some things planned out because I've got a lot of students that are being nice and they're staying on board. So I want to do something to take care of them. I've got like a couple things in the books. I don't want to say anything yet because gotta wait for everything to happen first. But I got a couple things in the books to take care of those people and kind of like say thank you.
Yeah, I got the same thing going on. Hey, baby girl.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. So that's what you have going on?
Come on. It's time for bed.
My daughter walked into the garage.
Daddy fixed it.
She said, what happened to that bed?
Say good night, Daddy.
Good night, baby girl. I love you.
Daddy set it up.
I'm gonna have
Live and unedited.
Yeah, we'll leave it too. We won't unedit that. We don't care.
No post production.
No. Night, baby.
I can't afford post production.
Ethan's ruined the chance for us to be getting lots of money.
It's okay.
He cusses too much.
I don't fucking cuss at all.
No, yeah. I'm doing the same thing. Like I've already talked to a few people, and I like to surprise my guys with something, or maybe a free seminar for them.
Yeah,
because
something like that.
We're going through some hard times, and they know, the gym. As of right now, I still have to pay for everything at the gym. I get no leeway, I guess. No
leeway, yeah.
No leeway at all, man.
Yeah, everyone's got to make money, man. Everyone's got to make money, and I don't blame people for charging me for what they got to charge me for. And if people need to go, people need to go. But for those people that are staying, like I said, I got something going. I'm sure, like you said, you have something going, but it'll be good.
And we're gonna definitely do we always have open mat on Sundays, but I'll make this one a little bit more special and have the taco truck out there, and I don't know, maybe an ice cream truck out there, and invite people from all over the place. If they need a place to crash, they come crash.
Do they have good tacos in Kentucky though? That's the question.
We have a really good taco truck. Yeah.
See, our taco truck doesn't even speak English.
No, yeah, they come out here to. We got a lot of illegals out here, man. Because of horses.
Of all places,
Because of the horses. They
Horses.
train the horses and take care of all these, $1 million horses.
that makes sense. I didn't think about that.
That's big.
I mean, I think
I even
up here
found
we have go ahead.
I even found the Gomez family out here, bro.
Mhm.
Of Gomez's. No relation, but different parts of Mexico. But
Yeah. Over here, I think we have like 2 restaurants that are good Mexican food, and everything else is garbage.
yeah, we have 3 here, 3 Mexican restaurants, and they're all good too. And then we have the taco truck, and it's good.
Yeah, our taco truck's fucking legit. Have you had the one over on Broadway and Payne?
Yes,
Yeah, that one's fucking good.
good too.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, bro. Georgetown has a nice little Mexican community.
I think that's the only thing I miss from California. I don't really give a shit about anything. Trading partners, right? And then food. The 2 things that I miss from back home. That's it. Everything else I could give 2 fucks about.
Right.
I'm happy I'm not paying $2,500 for like a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that.
Yeah, Ethan, that's a real story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid $1,700 for a studio.
Dude, I have a guy for a studio. Jesus. I had a guy.
Bay Area.
He was training with me, right? And he moved to Ohio or to California in December. He went from paying like, I don't know, $500 or something like that for his apartment, something stupid in the hood, to paying like $2,500. And for jiu-jitsu, my prices are super competitive. Like he got in for $75 a month with a year agreement or whatever. He's paying $220 for jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Dude, it's insane.
Better be a good gym.
It's 10th Planet Oakland, I think. It's not like, I mean, I don't know. I've never been there, so I can't say anything. But they've got to have some good guys.
Yeah.
They have to. They don't have to.
Quarters.
Yeah, well, he's close to Danny Prokopov's because it's like right next to San Francisco. So I assume those guys cross train, and it's a pretty dense population. So typically, when you have a lot more people in the area, you're going to grow a little bit more. You're going to have a lot better guys. That's why like LA, Orange County, Miami area, New York, all those places are just like booming. Obviously there's exceptions, but a lot of the cases, or a lot of times, you see that that's the case.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy how much rent is, gym dues are, and just living life, in the Bay Area, which is crazy because, when I was 19, I was making about $80,000 a year, but that's barely living. Like I lived comfortably, but I was living in the ghetto of Oakland, and I used to have to drive to 3 different places to train, so that was like $300 a month training dues, and that's with me mopping mats and cleaning and helping out at the gyms too. Discounted rate back then. This is like in 1999.
Yeah, I mean it's blown up since then. It's like
Well, that's why I had to go to 3 different places. I had to go for kickboxing, only kickboxing, Dutch kickboxing, Amsterdam kickboxing, and then Cheetah Muay Thai. And then I had to go to this place called Open Door Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and all they did was jiu-jitsu in there. And then I had to go to another place for MMA, all within like an hour of driving each direction.
crazy.
And then on the weekends, we would go up to San Jose to go to Kung Lee's gym and do live sparring there. It was nuts, bro.
That's way back when, right?
Yeah.
In the old school days. That's before my time. You've been training like a while more than me because I started in like 06, like I was saying, 05, 06. And you were in like 99?
First gym I joined was in 99.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nuts, bro. It was the wild, wild west.
Yeah, so the median price for a single family home in San Francisco is $952,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid, dude.
My parents' house in Oakland, I think it appraised like 10 years ago for 700,000, and they bought that house, 40 years ago,
Yeah.
250,000.
If you bought property in San Francisco, like 80s,
Oh,
bro,
Yeah, you're making
Roll.
bank.
rolling in the dough. Yeah, studio for the average studio in San Francisco is $2,000. One bedroom, $2,400. Two bedroom, $3,100, and a three bedroom is $4,182. That's the average. Stupid.
Yeah. I like living here in Lexington. $750 for 2 bedrooms, 2 baths.
That's crazy.
All we need.
My
Super
house
cool.
mortgage is 800 a month.
Your mortgage is 800.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
I bought this house new.
nothing. You wouldn't get nothing back home.
Oh, I know.
I don't know what my mortgage is. My wife handles that kind of stuff. She just does that. She pays all the bills.
You get spoiled out here.
Fuck yeah.
Back home, it's expensive. When I moved to Vegas, I had a house built in North Vegas for 300,000. Brand new house being built. It was 3,600 square foot house. It was huge. It was ranch style. And at that time, that was dirt cheap. That's like 300,000 for a brand new house. Vegas is booming.
Yeah.
That was so cheap. And I sold that house after it was built. I lived there for a year. I sold it. We made $80,000 on that house.
Wow.
Everything after paying our taxes, after everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was just a perfect timing, for things to be booming and stuff. And I had just sold my house in California for $550,000, and it was the house I had. The first house I ever bought cost me $400, almost $430, and it was a 55-year-old 1,300 square foot house in the ghetto. But I wanted to buy it because I wanted my own house. So I made money on that house, had a house built in Vegas, then made money on that house. And when I came out to Kentucky and I started seeing prices for everything, I was like, this can't be right. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know life existed, in a cheaper way somewhere else. I did not know that.
Dude, people don't know. Like, they legit don't. Like, all my friends back home in California, they think I'm bullshitting them. Like, they don't understand. And the people here in Ohio or Kentucky, the Midwest, they don't understand that people are used to that back home. It's crazy. It's two different worlds. It legit is two different worlds.
Yeah, when I first moved to Georgetown, I got a 2-bedroom townhome with a garage, and it was $650 a month. And people were like, "Oh, you're paying too much. That's too much for out here," because it was in Tambar. It was just like, to them it was ghetto, and I was like, "What? This is like high class. What are you talking about?" And they were like, "What do you mean? Like, that's not too much?" I was like, "Dude, that's nothing."
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Ethan, have you been to California?
No, never been there.
Dude, you gotta make a trip. It's a great place to visit. Food's fantastic, but it's good to kind of get perspective. Really.
Yeah.
It really is. It's an eye opener. I went to California in November. I took 2 of my students, and I took them around everywhere, all of Orange County, because that's like where I'm from. Took them all over the place. Food. I showed them like multi-million-dollar houses. I showed them like where I grew up and like the price ranges there, and they were just shocked.
Yeah.
Jaw dropped the entire time, like good and bad.
I wouldn't mind visiting out there, but staying, nah. Fuck all that, dude.
No, because a shocker for a lot of the guys that I take out there too, is just like how much you spend to go eat just at a restaurant. Because you'll be like, "What? Oh, what do you mean? $20 for me to eat? What?" It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Prices is more like when we went to New York, we went to Five Guys, and for one meal, for burger, fries, medium drink, it was $15.
Five Guys is pretty good though.
Yeah, good. And we were downtown. We were downtown Manhattan.
Yeah.
So why did you go from Vegas to Kentucky?
A woman.
A woman.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So my son's biological mom, she's from out here, and she lived in Vegas at the time, and her brother got really sick with brain cancer. So I actually came out here just to like vacation visit, but it was more serious than that because she was checking on her brother. And then we went back to Vegas, and she was pregnant, and it was getting close to where you can't fly no more. She was 6 months, I think, and I'd blown my PCL out with my knee, so I was going to be off work for like 6 months. And I was like, hey, why don't we just go to Kentucky, have the baby, and then we'll decide what we want to do, because I'm going to have these surgeries. And I don't want to be worrying about surgery, you having the baby, and then you worried about your brother all the time. I didn't want to worry about her brother while she was pregnant, being that far away from family. So we moved out here to Georgetown, and I fell in love with it right away, dude. Right away, her family, her dad has like 5 acres, it's like just, to me, it's like that's like deep in the country, And I was like, man, this is where I want to live. This is where I want to raise my kid, And after Isaiah was born, she wanted to go back. She was like, let's go back to Vegas or LA. Like, let's get out of here. She can't stand it out here. And I was like, no. I was like, I want to raise our boy out here. And she thought I was crazy. And we kind of went separate ways out here, but we stayed out here because I didn't want to leave. And so I kind of forced her to stay out here. And then I met my wife now when Isaiah was like 8 months old. So we've been together since he was 8 months old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I didn't want to leave, dude. I love Kentucky, man. I choose to be here,
Yeah. I mean, say for me, not the wife or the girl thing, but I got out to Ohio and I was like, not going back. It's stupid.
It's way better place to raise kids, man.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. 110%.
Ethan's from Tennessee.
Eastern Kentucky. From Kentucky, man.
Where is the? I mean, I know nothing about Kentucky. Where's like the? How do I put this in an eloquent and respectful manner? Where's the
Where
part?
I'm from, we kiss our cousins.
There's no shame with them.
Is it like from where you're from or
Oh
no?
my God.
Yes.
That's crazy. I find it to be so interesting that
Not as bad.
like Ohio and Kentucky, like half the population has no accent, and the other half has like a legit thick country accent. I don't understand. Like it's the same place, and everyone's like right next to each other, but it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, part of Kentucky is in more Appalachia.
The
And
mountain.
that's where you get the cousin kissing. That's where you get the moonshine, and that's where you get. Don't go in that field because you might run into his pot farm and get shot. But then over here in Lexington, Central Kentucky, you don't really have that. You get more of the people from the Midwest, people from California, and whatnot. So
Yeah.
you're not really getting the accent.
Yeah, but my wife, she's originally from West Virginia, and when either she's tired or she's had some drinks, her accent kicks in. I'm just like, who are you? What is this?
Hilarious.
So she gets country pretty quick. Hey, babe.
Yeah. I don't have any more.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Her ears are burning.
She just brought my charger for the laptop, so she saved me. Yeah, so her accent kicks in hardcore, and her dad, he's got an accent like you can't understand him.
Mhm.
But Ethan's dad speaks like how many languages? Because he speaks Spanish to me every time he sees me.
3?
3: English, French, and Spanish. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Ethan's dad, and I had a show, and Ethan was competing on it, and this random guy just kept talking to me in Spanish, and I was like, okay. I just thought it was, I was like, all right, I just met a new friend. He didn't introduce me, I didn't know it was even Ethan's dad. And then later on, I was like, yeah, dude, this dude kept speaking to me in Spanish, but I know he's not Mexican. I know he's not Spanish. And Ethan's like, that's my dad.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
He was trying to talk to Isaiah in Spanish too.
Yeah.
And Isaiah's American. He doesn't speak Spanish.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. That kid don't speak Spanish.
Weird old guy talking gibberish to me.
Yeah, I think Isaiah's the one that first told me about him. I was like, Dad, this guy keeps speaking to me in Spanish. I was like, he's a stranger. Stay away from him.
Stranger danger.
Exactly.
I'll have people try to speak to me in Spanish every now and then. I'll look at them like, yes, I'm brown. Yes, I understand Spanish. Like I'll like think it, be polite, but I always like in the back of my head, I'm like, literally only because I'm tan, you're doing this right now. You would have got that guy.
What are you?
Me, I'm Mexican.
Okay.
100% Mexican.
You don't speak Spanish, or you do?
I'm fluent, brother. I
That's
read it, I write it. I actually lived in Mexico and went to school in Mexico for 1 year. So I'm like all in. But I was born here in the United States in Orange County, and my mom and dad are both citizens, and they moved here when they were like 18, 19, something like that.
Yeah. That's my parents, the same thing. My dad didn't become a citizen until I was like 20 something. He waited a little while. But yeah, same thing. Yeah, I grew up speaking Spanish, nothing but Spanish in my house.
Same here. Sesame Street taught me English.
Yeah, same kind of. So in kindergarten to 3rd grade, I had to go to a English speech class.
DSL.
Yes. And
I know it, bro. I know.
Yeah, the struggle's real, bro. Ethan, when did you learn English?
When I was about
English without the accent.
Oh, without the accent? Oh shit! I was probably 14.
Stupid question from this stupid West Coaster. Is there do you have to teach yourself like not to use an accent? Like, did you have an accent previously? Like, do you recognize that, or is it just part of your like normal vernacular way you speak? Does that make sense? Does that question make sense?
Yes, because he used to make fun of Couch's accent.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Couch
got thick accent, yeah.
You don't have an accent at all. Well, not that I can tell.
No.
I don't know, man.
You just grow out of it?
Kind of grow out of it and where we were. Not necessarily Eastern Kentucky, Moorhead, where the town that I grew up in is a college town, and we have a big regional hospital. So we have a lot of people, a lot of international people coming in and, growing up there. So like a lot of people that I'm around don't have accents,
Yeah, that makes sense.
My dad's from Memphis. My mom's from Atlanta. We've lived all over the place, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee. And I don't know. We just never really grew up with any sort of accent, I'm not sure what it is.
I get told, not so much anymore, but I used to get told that I'd have an accent. Like, not Mexican, but like California.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has more to do with the words that I use rather than the accent itself.
Right. Yeah, I get that all the time. People are like, you're not from out here.
Yeah.
And I've been
you guys are from the West Coast.
That's what everyone always could tell.
Yeah.
But I got that also in New York. They're like, you're not from out here.
I've been in New York in my the East Coast a couple of times, New York, Jersey, Miami, all those places. Same thing. You're not from here. You're from over there.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, I visited New York one time, and we stuck out like a sore thumb. You know, clearly pumpkins, clearly from the South. You know, no accent like them at all. They're talking like Joe Pesci and whatnot. They're like, "Oh, you're a Southerner." What? No. Huh? How do you know that? You just asked for sweet tea. Come on.
You guys got any pop? You guys say that too. Pop.
Oh,
Yeah.
But hey, let me get my book bag real quick.
Yeah, that's the
What is-
thing threw me off.
You guys say book bag, right?
Yeah. Or backpack?
Backpack.
Backpack, bro.
Okay.
There's a lot of other ones I can't remember, but
Oh yeah.
Pop. Pop was a big one when we moved here when I was a little kid. I was like 10 when we moved up here, and we never called it pop. We always called it Coke down in the deep south. It's always Coke.
Everything was Coke.
yes,
Everything's Coke.
I found that out. Yeah, so everything's Coke. So you want a Coke? What kind of Coke? I want a Dr. Pepper Coke, right? Like
Yeah.
that.
Orange Coke.
Mm.
Oh my god. That's
Ridiculous, but it is what it is, right?
That is so funny though. It is so different though. You know, when I took my wife to California, I think we were dating probably like 6 months. And at that time, I don't know if it's still like that. California, the McDonald's, they didn't have like biscuits and gravy and sweet tea, you know, like they do out here. And she was just like, "What do you mean? Like, what do you mean there's no sweet tea?" Everywhere she went to get sweet tea, they just have like regular tea where you add your own sugar.
Hey, you got some Splenda for that?
Yeah, she's like, "There's no sweet tea here?" I was like,
I think sweet tea legit made a debut like 5 years ago in California.
"Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it was a thing, a sweet tea. Yeah.
yeah, it's new. It wasn't out there." And I was trying to explain to her. Yeah, so it was crazy because my wife was probably like the only person that I knew when I first moved out here that's never been anywhere to me. Like she's never been outside of like Virginia, West Virginia, and Georgetown. And so when I took her to California, it was a pretty big eye opener for her because like we went to San Francisco, so she got to witness traffic. You know, a half-hour ride that takes 2 hours. You know, because of traffic. And she's like, "Oh my, is there an accident? Like, is there something going on?" Like,
Nah,
you know, my
it is.
my brother-in-law was driving us. I was like, "No, this is actually pretty good. This is moving pretty good actually for this time of the Bay Area." And she's like, "Oh my god, this is horrible."
Mhm.
And
You
then
don't realize how much time you waste in that until you're out of it.
no, and then it's like 60 degrees, you know, 65. You know, it was like in the evening, and everyone had, you know, beanies on, hoodies, parkas, ponchos. She's like, "Oh my god, it's hot out here. What are they doing? Aren't they dying? How are they wearing? Why do these girls have boots with the fur? It don't even snow out here." And I'm like, it's the style. Like,
Mhm.
it's cold right now. 60 degrees is cold. Like, that's why I have so many hoodies. So right there, another eye opener. And then we were in my old neighborhood visiting my parents, and a few Hell's Angel buddies of mine saw us, and they, you know, pulled over and they started talking to us and like, "Hey man, it's Friday night. You come to the clubhouse, come to the party tonight." And I'm just like, I look deep down. I'm like, I'm not taking this sweet little girl, this little country girl out. And when they drove away on their bikes, my wife's like, "Oh, we should go. It sounds like fun. There's food." And I was like, "Hey, that's the Hell's Angels. Like, you can't go there." She didn't understand. She was so sheltered, like that, and that's just what was like shocking to me. Like, she was so sheltered. We went to some strike force fights that night, and I'm with, you know, my old crew. You know, there's 12, 14 of us deep at strike force fights. We go to an after party. It was actually Dan Henderson's after party. So we're in this club, and my wife's just out dancing, and I told her, go dance, and the other girls, my buddy's wives, they're all dancing. And then guys would come up and dance, and they would like, shoo away. And my wife wasn't used to that. And she's like, how come they're not dancing, like with people? And I was like, well, out here, the girls don't do that, like, because guys are creepy. So then one of my buddies, I guess we were at the bar, came up to some guys that were trying to dance on the girls and like, hey man, you guys got to scatter. These girls are taken. And my wife's like, your buddy Teddy just yelled at these guys for trying to dance with us. And I was like, yeah, that happens, And then sure enough, another buddy of mine comes walking up and just knocks this guy out for trying to dance with the girls.
Damn.
And she's like, you guys are just standing around like this is normal. I'm like, well, yeah, the guys were warned, And so she's so sweet.
They got told.
They got told more than once, But it was just funny, man. She wasn't used to any of that. And then she's like,
that smells good.
these guys just fight like that? And it's, like no one even cared. And I was like, yeah, babe. I mean, that's how it is. It's a different life out here, And I was pretty much trying to let her know, like, you gotta really watch what's yours out here, And in Kentucky out here, it's a little more free, You don't have to worry about too much of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're not gonna get punked, or people aren't gonna try to take shit from you as much over here. Like, it's just the way it is,
Mm.
So,
I mean, I couldn't imagine coming here when I'm when you were at your age, like 19, 20.
yeah.
Man, I don't know. I would have been a handful. I would have caused some trouble for sure.
Oh yeah. No. I didn't get out here till I was 27, so I was on the road of chilling. But yeah, like my early 20s, man, were pretty crazy out in California. You know how it is. And I was I stayed out of trouble and still got in plenty of trouble.
Yeah. I mean, same thing. I don't have a criminal record, but brother,
Yeah.
some shit went down for sure.
Sports saved me. Like soccer. Then I wrestled 9th, 10th, and half of my junior year, and then I got in too much trouble. But then I found, right out of high school, I found kickboxing. Because we were getting in a lot of trouble, and actually we were at a bar. 18 years old, got in a huge fight at this bar, and may or may not have ran away from the police. And sure enough, the new guy that moved in underneath my apartment, it was him. He was a cop, and he was from Amsterdam. He was here to train police dogs. He was like in charge of the police unit. And he's like, hey, I just opened up this gym called Amsterdam Kickboxing. I want you to come down and check it out. I know you like to fight. I was like, no, I don't. Like, I don't do that. He had a badge on. I realized. And he's like, actually, I'm pretty sure you ran from us last night. And I was like, what? No, that wasn't me. He's like, yeah, pretty sure, And so I went in there and I saw some, I was like 119 pounds. And I saw guys smaller than me, and I was like, oh, man, I'm about to wreck these dudes. Sure enough, man, they introduced me to my first liver shot on the first day. And these dudes didn't even speak English. They were from the Netherlands. They were his family. And I fell on the ground, curled up in a ball. I thought I was dying. And then I was like, man, I need to learn this. This is awesome.
Isn't that crazy how like that kind of stuff happens, whether it's like jiu-jitsu with the choke or arm lock or like striking, where you get fucked up, and then that's the moment where you're like, oh, I like this. Like, oh, this is for real. Like, it's crazy how that is,
Yeah. When I opened the gym up 10 years ago, and it was old school mentality. That's how I kind of knew if you were serious or not. I'd go hard with you, and if you came back, then I'm like, all right, this dude's gonna chill. And if you got your feelings hurt and you didn't come back, then I knew you didn't have it in you anyway. Yeah. Things change a lot now, but And I remember that's the same thing. My first jiu-jitsu gym I went into, same thing, man. And they didn't care if I didn't tap. I was getting my arm popped. I was getting choked. I was getting straight ankle locked. The same thing. I was like, dude, I need to learn this. Like, I wrestled, but this is crazy.
Eye-opening for sure.
It is. Now a lot of people, they don't realize how good they have it. You come into a gym, you get some weights, some kickboxing, some MMA, and jiu-jitsu all in one. That's money.
Yeah. Or someone who's like articulate and has the ability to like break down information.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. There's no more guessing anymore. I mean, like there's very little guessing. Like we know what works really damn well. We know what's high percentage. We know what's lower percentage, and you can start to snip out the bullshit a lot sooner. Like back in your day, and even my day too. Like when I started, like there was a lot more of like you don't know until it's too late.
Right. Can you see Emily's comment?
There's two types of people. People, hey, take it, and then oh my God, show me. Yeah, that's 100% true.
So true, Emily.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Yeah, that's a real thing. But I also, through the years and getting older and being a coach and a gym owner, I realized that there's a big portion of people that want to just train just because they feel it makes them feel good. They don't need to compete. They don't need to prove themselves to anybody. And I still push those people to be better every day. But that changed a lot. Like in the beginning, I was like, oh, I want the best fight team. I want the best grappling team. And as the years go by, you kind of see like, oh, you know what? That's not for everybody. Not everyone has to do that, Mm-hmm. And we still do. We have a pretty deep jiu-jitsu team. And that just no one's forced to, compete. We have people that join and they're like, I'm never going to compete. Like Marcus Fannin. And they want
6 months later, he's competing.
Yeah. He's competing. He was a professional bull rider. It's like, bro, it's in you to do something like this.
Yeah. You're riding bulls, bro. You're going to be fine with a human.
Yeah.
He'd get nervous and he'd be like, I'm so nervous. I'm like, dude, you rode bulls professionally. Like, this is nothing. Like, put any of us on a bull. Like, you'll see nervous.
Yeah. That's
even in like the same 100 yards as a bull, and I'll be nervous. If it's not cooked medium rare with garlic and potatoes, I'll be nervous.
Right.
I got a rule. If it's anywhere like close to 2/3 my size or more, that's a no. That's a solid no for me.
Mm-hmm.
No interaction. Keep it away. 10 minimum.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have horses on their farm, and I won't get on a horse.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, no.
End up like Christopher Reeves.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
It destroyed Superman.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
That was our hero.
I'm just some dude from Eastern Kentucky. It will fucking kill me.
Right.
No thanks.
It's too crazy, man. So when this is all over, Ruben, are you gonna have you plans for like invitational?
Yeah, the original plan was gonna be end of this month, beginning of next month, and I was gonna do a 32-man bracket, winner take all. So I was gonna do a $100 buy-in, winner take all.
Nice.
So obviously, 32-man would have been the ideal
Yeah.
number, but 16 would have been fine. But I mean, like the way I see it is like you go to IBJJF, spend $120, and you get a medal,
Right.
or you can jump into this tournament, purple, brown, black, blue belts if you're fucking crazy, right? You go in, you might win $3,000.
Right.
So that was the plan. Obviously, we're gonna see how things go. I had a sponsor lined up for that too, which is gonna be nice. We're gonna pay a little bit. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. Maybe we'll stick with it. It all just depends how things play out and how much time I've got. I'd like to give people like a month or so of real training.
Right.
I mean, we got you guys down there. We've got maybe like 10th Planet, right? That Richmond school.
Yeah.
They got like Fritz.
Fritz.
I got a bunch of people here in Ohio from GF team. I've got Pittsburgh isn't too far. Like $3,000 is enough to pull people from a little ways away, you know?
Oh yeah, we'd have some guys on that definitely.
Some bigger names would be trying to get on that as well.
Yeah. Ideally, I would like to avoid having like the Dante Leones and like that come in because it's just, I mean, it'd be great.
Clean house.
Huh?
Of course, someone like Dante Leon, 2-time world champion, is going to clean house, you know?
Yeah. I something more level playing field. So I'd take applications and people coming in and then I'd kind of sift through it, you know?
Yeah, that sounds very cool. Yeah, I think people are going to be motivated to train really hard. You know, even if they're training right now, they're going to be motivated to compete. But that's going to be the thing. Like, you know, if IBJF was smart when they first come back, I would offer like half off registrations or something.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? People's probably will still just jump on it.
Bro, that stimulus check is coming. People are going to be itching to spend that shit.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, your stimulus check." I was like, "Dude, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket."
That won't even cover me paying Ethan's rent.
A month of bills plus a case of beer, just about.
Some good beer for you.
Yeah, a nice good case of Budweiser.
Do you guys drink often?
Friday and Saturdays.
Yeah. Ethan, you drink a lot?
And then Ethan only drinks Monday through Mondays.
Do you guys feel at all that it impairs your ability to train? Or are you guys just like beyond that?
I don't drink enough to where it's really impairs.
Yeah, drinking
at the most, you know, maybe 3 if I'm feeling antsy.
Yeah. Unless it's like so like usually when the gym's open and we're training, Thursday night is the only night we drink through the week. So we train and then we go to this little brewery up here and we usually have 2 or 3 beers. And that's it. And then we drink on a Friday and Saturday if we're podcasting, especially hanging out. But usually on Sundays after we train, after we have like 2 or 3 hour open mat, then everyone sticks around and we have a beer or 2.
That's crazy. I mean, I think I have like an alcoholics type of situation to where like I used to drink a lot, like a lot, like to where it was like not a problem. Like I was going to work drunk, but it's just when I would party, you know. And then I had my daughter, and I had one time where I got drunk and I had to take care of it the next day by myself. I was like, not gonna do it again. I just felt like a bad person. And then now it's just I feel like I don't have time. Maybe if I could get another coach or something, I'll be a little bit more liberal. But I have like a beer every 3 months. Yeah.
What kind of beer?
When I was drinking, I'd like to explore. Whatever label looks cool, to be honest. I'll try it.
You can do that.
Yeah, this has got a cool fucking label.
Yeah,
it's like a Led Zeppelin looking sort of thing.
Hell yeah.
Houses of the Holy sort of.
Yeah.
Red ales and brown ales specifically are what I like, but I tried it.
Yeah, I tried this new Country Boy has this lemon lager. It was really good. But that's another thing. Like we are there's quite a few of us that are beer and bourbon fans. So like we like to go to, you know, the breweries and stuff and try out new beers. Get new beers.
I can't do the hard liquor stuff. I like even when I was drinking.
Only bourbon's the only thing I can really just drink that's like straight, and that's just recent.
Man, I don't know.
Paul Hogan, damn Lexington cop, got us addicted to bourbon. It's all his fault.
Yeah.
Fucking cops, man. No,
let us drinking on camera and then let us drive home. Let me drive home. He followed me the whole way.
He should have turned his lights on and scared you.
Yeah. He actually lives down the street from me. And I saw that I was following me the whole time. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I was like, oh, wait a second. Paul lives, just down the street.
What a nice guy. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
No, like I said, our plans. I just want to have a big open mat, invite a bunch of homies down. Coaches hang out, roll a little, and that's about it. And then try to see which tournament is still going on or what's popping. Because we were going to have also there was going to be a Naga in Kentucky, Northern Kentucky.
Yeah, this month, right?
May 2nd. So
May. Yeah.
I remember that I had a couple guys that wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts about when do you think when do you think Ohio's gonna let you open up?
We were the first state to really start shutting doors down. I'm like 90% sure. I don't know for sure. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping middle of May. I feel like that's optimistic.
I'm thinking June at the earliest. Oh,
Yeah. Thinking.
Yeah.
Or late May.
But yeah, late May. I mean, that's what I'm hoping. We're like April 10th right now, and man, that seems like an eternity away.
I think from what it sounds like, we are doing pretty good at flattening the curve in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Ethan?
Yeah. Last time I checked, things were they were progressing, but like.
Just because more testing was going out.
Yeah. But a lot slower than it seems like other states.
Does your governor come on and chat every day, Ruben? Do you know?
I don't know about every day, but he does a lot. I watch a bunch of those, quite a few of them.
He's on every day at 5 for governor.
At 5 o'clock? Jesus Christ.
Every day. Bill Ratcliffe, he thinks May or June for Toyota to start back. Yeah, they shut down the Toyota plant out here, bro.
So Kentucky right now has 1,693 total cases with 90 deaths.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where Ohio is. Ohio has 5,878 with 231 deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Crazy. We're about the middle of the ranking. Top of the list is New York, New Jersey, and Michigan, and California.
Yeah, I heard California's doing a lot better now.
Yeah. New York, too. They have a lot of cases, but the hospitalizations had gone down.
Okay.
Finally.
I keep up with this kind of stuff. I watch. I got nothing else to do. Fuck.
Yeah, I think when you have we're invested, having a gym, business, you're invested. So I'm invested in this. So I need to know some of this stuff. Usually I make my wife look it all up,
What do you guys, are you guys into that like weird conspiracy stuff about the 5G towers and like, this guy.
This guy.
I may randomly send some crazy stuff to people throughout the day.
There's some wild theories out there. Like I have a guy that I know that's really into that. Like this QAnon, I think it is.
Yeah.
Dude, he posts.
That's real.
Some crazy stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know. A lot of it seems super far-fetched, personally. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Adam loves him. Loves that guy.
I love the QAnon. Yeah, QAnon.
Is it one guy or is it a group?
No, it's a group. It's a huge group. They're all for Trump too. Like they go to his rallies and stuff. But I don't know. There's some good videos you can watch, man.
They
kind of talk about this kind of stuff going down, and that Trump was going to be the guy to do something like this, but it in their eyes, this is happening so it can slow down some more famous people and politicians to get them busted for some crazy stuff, man.
What is it? The Cabal, I think it's called, right?
I mean,
Cabal videos. I'm like thinking about it now. CABAL. Yeah, it's the Cabal. Deep State Cabal, real life. Oh my gosh, crazy.
Child sex slaves.
There's nothing else to do. Go down them rabbit holes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go down it. It's like watching a movie, I suppose. But yeah, like I've seen something about like getting the blood of the children to help rejuvenate them, like stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Andrino.
Yeah, adreno, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have like these kid farms with all these missing kids, and they torture and scare them to death, and then they take this fluid from their spinal cord, and it's they say that rich people and people with power and money, they take it because it's kind of like growth hormone. But
I mean, like I'm sure there are bad people out there that like do bad things, but
Yeah.
children.
Fuck, I mean, Joseph Kony, like 10 years ago or whatever, a child army, you know, kidnapping kids and literally putting them into a fucking militia out in the middle of the jungles of Congo or wherever the fuck ever. You know, they're legit bad people, but harvesting the spinal fluid of children.
Hey, you know what that reminds me of? I don't know why, but it reminds me of like the Christopher Reeves South Park episode where he was like eating the
Yeah.
it's been good, bro.
the stem cells from the baby fetuses.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know, bro. You never.
Yeah,
know.
who knows? Who knows? I think a lot of it's a little far fetched. I think there's probably some truth and a lot of myth in a lot of that, but it's entertaining.
When all these people, you know, I'll believe it when they get busted, you know.
Yes, that's the biggest thing.
But the thing is, you can get caught up in it because like they'll start like showing you stuff and you're like, oh man, that makes sense. I caught on to that too. Like they'll start making you think about it. Like what the fuck?
That's the problem with YouTube, man. Anyone can put anything up.
I know.
That's crazy. It's like this cabal stuff reminds me of like those fake martial artists, you know, like now like they have like those they just get a couple people that believe, and then they get more people that believe about the touch of death and like the stuff like that. That's what this cabal stuff reminds me of.
I mean, that stuff's real, bro.
But, except that it's real. Crazy.
I don't know when I start going down those rabbit holes, it's like some of the stuff that they're saying that, you know, they're trying to bust all these politicians and all this and all these famous people. I'm like, that'd be dope. If this played out, that'd be dope, you know, but not the fact that all these kids are missing, you know. There are a lot of kids missing, so who knows where they go.
Yeah, you see a lot of that stuff now these days, man. Like with YouTube, not YouTube, but like the internet, people Facebook living stuff, and people that are getting attempted kidnapping, and people getting the shit kicked out of them for doing that, or people actually kidnapping. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. When you see how many kids are missing in America, that is pretty crazy. You kind of wonder where they're going, and then you start thinking like, man, if this was really going on, that's the right group of people to have the power to do it.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Yeah.
But again,
it's pretty crazy. Yeah. I wish I could invite Eddie Bravo on right now.
that guy's got some weird shit going on.
That'd be great.
Keith was telling me that he's got some weird conspiracy theorist guys over on his team, like some guys that are super out there.
Ben Eddie, he'll get into it.
Even more out there than Betty.
Yeah, because Eddie kind of if you notice now on a lot of the podcasts he's on, he kind of he backs off on a lot of stuff.
Reins it in a little bit.
That he wants to. He probably really wants to go off. I don't know. We're gonna have Gio on probably next week sometime.
Yeah,
we'll ask Gio about it.
He seems like he's into that stuff.
Oh yeah.
That stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you can't get promoted to black belt unless you believe in conspiracy theories.
There's still trails going on, bro.
Oh man.
I saw some today, bro.
I have a pilot on my team, so He tells me all about the chemtrails.
What are they, bro? What are they? It's feces getting let out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ugh.
No, man. I do. I'll go through. I'll watch about 2 hours of different conspiracies every morning. I got nothing else to do, man. We got a lot of time on our hands.
Yeah.
I watch all the 5G ones. I'm not believing. Nah, 5G. I don't think it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't remember this big of an outcry when 4G became a thing.
No.
Back in 2010 or whatever, 2009.
5G and like China offers this crazy ass technology that people have been wanting for years, and then when it gets here, they're like scared of it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like all the face recognition. I mean,
All of this is just this. Do you remember 2000, bro? 1999? You remember that Y2K? It's the exact same thing. The Mayan calendar, maybe like, what was that, 5, 8, 9 years ago? It's all the same thing. It's just replays.
I know it is.
Same shit.
Same thing with the virus. It's a replay. We get this, every 4 years, 6 years.
Dude, I think I got the coronavirus like in January.
My wife
I'm
too.
like, dude, I almost died from a cold, and I canceled class. The only time I've ever canceled class.
Yeah,
because I was sick.
Time my wife's ever taken off like 2 weeks of sick time.
Yeah,
She don't ever get sick either. She don't ever get sick, and she had to keep going to the doctor because she has to have doctor's orders for her school. And they tested her twice for the flu and twice for strep throat. And they just said, "Oh, it's probably some other kind of virus." That's what they told her, because she would have 103 fever like every other day. It would spike up to 103, and then she couldn't breathe. She's like, "Man, it feels like you're sitting on my chest," and she would be coughing forever. And I was in California too. When I got back, I was like, "Man, stay away from me!" Like, and she had it for had a fever off and on for like 2 weeks straight. And the doctors just kept sending her home. Nothing's wrong with you. It's not the flu. It's not strep throat. And then after that, she had that cough for like a mild cough after that for like 3 weeks. So, I mean, it was like 4 weeks, solid. She was sick as hell, and she never gets sick.
Yeah, I had a couple guys, same thing. We all were out for a little bit, super sick, and then gone.
Yeah, so I don't know. And, she's young and healthy, so she might have caught it.
This is how conspiracies start.
It's your fault, bro. But look, between all of us, Ethan looks like the kind of guy that would really be into conspiracies. Look at
that. Hold on.
Look. He's got some secret stuff going on in there.
Now I'm definitely into conspiracies.
Dude, you are, bro. I don't know. Hey, everything that's going on is craziness, and I do believe that the media plays such a big role in this. I personally don't know anybody with it, or that's like deadly ill right now. And I do. That personally?
Yeah.
Or a friend or a wife or cousin's mom.
Brother.
Who?
Danielle's brother.
He has it? The young one?
The older one.
He's still young though?
He's 19 or 20. Him and his boyfriend have it.
Is he messed up?
I don't know. He's sick. I mean, he's like really fucking sick, but not like, super fucked up.
Who knows? I'm sure the coronavirus does exist.
That's what I'm saying. I think it does exist, but the media makes it probably a lot worse than it is.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta add a little spice to all that stuff, ratings.
Yeah. And they want a vaccine, I'm sure. Or some kind of medication that we're all going to pay for when we get sick and just think we have the coronavirus and it's really a cold, but we're going to get a new new and approved Super Z Pack.
Yeah, I was about to say Z packs are too cheap, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone, Z Pack's been around too long, so now they need something different. I'm sure that's what it'll be. Which, I got my stash of Z Packs.
Did you guys prep? Did you guys do the whole prep thing when all this shit went down?
No.
My wife.
I'm always prepped.
My wife went crazy. She's like, I gotta buy everything. I was like, no.
I've been giving toilet paper away to people that don't have any.
Dude, I mean, we got some, but like, it's, bro.
What?
The shelves are stocked. Water is stocked. Everything's fine. We have a Brita filter.
Bro, we also have, like, if we lose communication, we have a farm to meet at.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose communications, I'm going to meet someone at the gym, and we're going to load up all my mats, and we're going to head to a farm, and we'll be gone.
Damn. Send me the address. DMs.
I got you. Yeah.
We're going to fumigate you and check you first, though.
Yeah.
Fumigate and check, and then take all your vitals first before letting you on the farm.
Yeah, Dr. Sandro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Sandra.
Yeah, man. No, I'm prepared, man. And I'm, if I need to go move out to the farm, then we'll enjoy it. It'll be nice scenery, good training still, and good steaks. So
I need to buy land just in case.
Fresh steaks, actually.
Right.
I'm actually gonna buy a half a cow probably like in the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a fridge we're looking to get probably this weekend. I'm gonna get a half a cow, split it with one of my homies. So I could pack up some. This is something I already had planned, but it's kind of like pushing me to do it.
You might as well, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've been getting all my meat from local farms. So we lucked out on that. Ethan too.
I'll get as local as I can. Mostly eggs. It's the easiest thing to find.
Right. Yeah, I mean, our Kroger, was like empty all the way up until like last week.
Sweet, yeah.
It was empty all the time.
It's crazy.
All the meat's gone. Like even the cheapest to the most expensive bacon and bologna. Like, I don't even eat bologna, but I just was looking at stuff that was gone. That like, why are people eating this?
That's crazy. I mean, we didn't have any of that. I mean, like I went to Kroger, I went to Costco, I went to Target. The only thing that I have not found, right, or that I noticed that was gone was hand sanitizer. But I really don't give a shit about that.
Right.
My wife does, but I don't. But everybody else has been just fine. I don't know.
Rubbing alcohol, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, man, we're prepared, man. Just in case. Who's this? Damn fella.
Somebody commenting on it?
Yeah, here, I'll show you what they said. I don't know who this guy is. Is this your guy?
It's got to be Ruben's guy.
Yeah, fell incident. I don't know where.
Do you know this guy?
I don't know who that guy is. But he's saying I have like a stoner face or a I don't know what's going on face.
Yeah, Ruben, you're frozen.
Am I?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No,
On my side, you're frozen.
not over here, bro.
Hey, y'all have that bad connection. That's what it is.
Ethan does.
Johnny Gooch has a bad connection too. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I just now opened up the comments over here.
Oh, this guy's commenting on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, that was YouTube. I had a YouTube logo on it. Damn, you guys have it everywhere, huh? Crazy.
Bro.
Johnny Gooch, where are you from, man? That's the real question. I don't know you. These guys don't know you. How'd you stumble upon this? That's
Who's Gooch?
Sorry. He's probably from Russia.
Yeah, maybe Russian bot. He heard us talking about conspiracies.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do need to get some good conspiracy people on here.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys got that 10th Planet connection. You know, you guys should get some guys out there. Get Keith down here. Keith will tell you who to talk to.
Who to talk to? Yeah.
He's not a conspiracy guy, but he knows who.
Bye, Ethan. Damn.
Bye, Ethan. Hey, your guys' connection sucks.
I know he's trying to blame us. And then, he pushed the wrong button. Look, all right, I'll add you back, buddy. What's up, dude? What'd you do? I didn't do that.
I don't know.
It's because you're into those conspiracies, bro. The government just shut you down.
Yeah, it's the man. They're trying to take me down.
They are, bro. No.
Okay, guys, I just found out some information about Hillary Clinton that will get her put away for years.
And then he disappears.
Okay.
Dead next
In
week.
1994, she did this.
Pizzagate.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Uh,
Hey, but it is pretty fucking weird that all of her like people that are coming after her just die.
Okay, I'm not allowed to say that.
All that shit's crazy. All of it.
they keep dying.
All of those people, I don't understand.
Look at this message coming up right here.
Oh, geez, don't get Ethan started.
That's his girlfriend.
Danielle, I'm getting started.
Ethan's drunk. You better watch out.
I've already had my threshold.
Hey, Ethan, you better watch what you say about Hillary.
No. I wouldn't say anything about Hillary.
I'm just too immersed in like what I do day to day to like even follow any of that stuff. It's always just.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are wondering where Ethan lives, he lives at Trace Hills 22230.
Hey, whoa, hey.
Just in case. That's
322.
Hey, read your girlfriend's messages to you out loud so the audio could hear you.
Oh, God. That was 4 times.
He's messing
Not every time.
Ethan, how old are you, man?
26.
Oh.
They're young bucks.
Yeah, you're still a young cat. It's all right.
Hey, Epstein's Island?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan and Brendan Shaw were joking around saying that's the island Dana White bought for the fight.
Wow. Dude, he didn't even buy it. He's just borrowing it, dude.
Borrowed it, yeah. Fuck.
I'm sure he's been there.
Oh, conspiracies.
Can we talk about how ridiculous that is? The whole premise of him getting an island is how a ton of martial arts movies or like video games start. Guy gets an island. All right, let's invite all these people. They're gonna fight to the fucking death, and boom, there it goes. Right, first fight goes a little too long. Second one, might as well let it happen, and then it just becomes a tournament. Everyone fights to the death. That's just how it happens.
Yeah.
And it becomes normal.
You remember Bodog fights?
Fuck yeah, dude. In
Okay.
Costa Rica, same shit, dude.
Costa Rica Island. It was an island out there.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that was like just MMA, but like everything that's going the way it's going now, I feel like we are in a path to where it's going to be okay for all the killing to happen. Live on television, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say we go out to Kansas and do a Thunderdome, just right in the middle of the country, big 30 by 30 dome, lock everybody in, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves, and be done with it.
Bro, you seen that new movie, The Hunt, where they hunt humans?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
There was a movie like that. I think it was with Van Damme. It was already made a long time ago. It was the same thing. But anyway, there's one of them rabbit holes you go down where they say there's some emails from I think Hillary talking about a hunt like that.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro.
I could picture her killing people for talking shit, but I don't think I could picture her. Can you imagine her holding a rifle and hunting? Just period. I don't think so.
Oh, bro.
Hillary? No, she's a little lady.
Across.
Bill.
Who?
Bill does it, and I bet George Bush Jr. does it all the time.
Didn't George Bush Jr. shoot someone's face?
Dude, he's got that giant ass ranch out in Texas.
Didn't he shoot someone in the face though? Like actually shoot someone in the face?
I don't know.
Or was that?
But Cheney did. Cheney did. And made that guy apologize for getting shot in the face.
That's who it was.
Who?
Cheney, the vice president. He shot that dude in the face and made that guy apologize.
What the fuck?
He accidentally shot Harry Whittington, then 78-year-old Texas attorney, with a shotgun while participating in a quail hunt in Riviera, Texas. Wow. Crazy.
Accident.
And made him that guy apologized on air for stepping out of line or some shit like that.
Ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Bro, when you got a lot of money, you could do a lot of stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're brown and you're not in the 1%, you're fucked if you shoot someone in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Bro.
If you're white, you're also fucked, but it just depends on who you shot.
Right. And who you're with.
Exactly.
Yeah. I could kill her. It'd be perfectly fine.
No. It would never.
Yeah. Hey, just don't answer the door tonight because he's been talking bad about Hillary.
Yeah, Danielle, don't answer the door.
Get your guns ready. For sure. Oh, man. Ruben, it's been a pleasure having you on, brother.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you having me on, too. It was
But we got to do this again.
Yeah, man. The internet, we could do it whenever. I don't have much planned in my other podcast that I was co-hosting. Is right now it's non-operational.
What was the name of your podcast?
So when I was doing on my own was like an MMA oriented one or
Yeah.
themed. It was called Street Grappler 2.
Yeah, that's when I first became your friend, I think, on Facebook.
Yeah, and that was really fun, but it just got too hard with my with running the gym. And this new one that I'm on, it's called IFL Jiu-Jitsu. That one's a little bit more just straight jiu-jitsu, and I don't do any of the prep or any of the stuff. I just show up and talk, which is a lot easier for me.
Who's that with?
What was that?
Who is that with?
It's Thomas Paulino. He's one of my blue belts, but he was doing it before he jumped over to my gym.
Okay.
Good cat, fun stuff. We had Keith on the last episode, but with everything that's going on, we kind of it's on a pause. So when it livens up, we go back to the studio and get back to work.
What was the name of the podcast again?
IFL Jiu-Jitsu. It's good
IFL
stuff.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, we got to get you guys on there. Get to the studio actually.
Yeah,
What platforms are they on? Is it on?
What was that?
What platforms is it on?
I think Thomas has it on Spotify and iTunes. I know for sure Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, dude. We'll come out and train and then go hit up the podcast and get some dinner or something.
Hell yeah.
We're always down to travel. Where can people find you at?
My Instagram is at Ruben Vera 39. The gym is at Queen City Grappling. And in Facebook, just look up Ruben Vera. Queen City Grappling for the gym too.
Ethan?
At the Boss Goss on Instagram, Ethan Goss on Facebook.
Open Mat Chat podcast on everything.
On everything.
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 All right, fellas. Have a good night, man. Stay safe.
Peace.
Later, guys. Peace.